Om Shanti. Morning, Murli. 20th November 2024. Dear Saint, sweet children, you now have to become teachers and give everyone the mantra that discipline the mind. This is the duty of all you children. Question: from which children does Baba not accept anything? From which children does Baba not accept it? Answer: Baba does not accept anything from those who are arrogant about how much they give and how much they can help. Baba says, I have the key in my hand. If I wish, I can make anyone poor and I can make anyone wealthy. This too is secret in the drama. Those who are arrogant about their wealth will tomorrow become pure. Tomorrow become poor. Whereas poor people who use every penny they have in a penny, they have in a worthwhile way to help in the Father's task will become wealthy. Om Shanti. You spiritual children know that the Father has come to give us our inheritance of the new world. You children do have the firm understanding that you will become pure to the excellent, pure to the pure to the extent that you remember the Father, to the extent that you become a good teacher. So you will climb a high status. The Father, as the teacher, teaches you how to teach. You then have to teach others. You definitely become teachers who teach others, but you cannot become anyone's guru. You can only become teachers. The guru is only the one, Sadguru, who teaches you. The Sadguru of everyone is one. He makes you into the teachers. You teach everyone and show them the path of Manmanabhava. The Father has given you the duty to remember Him and also become teachers. It is also the duty of those to whom give you the Father's introduction to remember the Father. As the teacher, he has to give you the knowledge of the world cycle. You definitely have to remember the Father. It is by having remembrance of the Father that your sins will be erased. You children know that you are sinful souls. This is why the Father tells everyone, consider yourself to be a soul and remember the Father, and your sins will be erased. The Father alone is a purifier. He gives you the method. Sweet children, your souls have become impure. And due to this, your bodies have also become impure. At first, you were pure and you have now become impure. Baba now tells you a very easy way to make yourself pure from impure. He says, remember the Father and you will become pure. Whilst walking, walking, sitting and moving around, remember the Father. Those people go to the bath, bathe in the Ganges. They remember the Ganges. They think that that is the purifier and that by remembering it, they will become pure. However, the Father says, No one can become pure by doing that. Can anyone become pure with water? How can anyone become pure with the water? The Father say, I am the purifier. O children, renounce your bodies and all bodily relations. Remember me and become pure, and you will then once again reach your home and home, the land of liberation. You forgot your home for the whole cycle. Throughout the whole cycle, no one knows the Father. The Father himself only comes once and gives his introduction through this mouth. There is so much praise of this mouth. People speak of a gaumo. That cow is an animal, but this refer to human being. You know that this one is the senior mother through whom Sibaba adopts all of you. You have now started to say, Baba, Baba. The Father also says, your sins will be cut away through this pilgrimage of remembrance. Children remember their father. They will have the face of their fathers imprinted on their hearts. They will have the face of their fathers imprinted on their hearts. The children know that just as you are soul, so too he is the Supreme Father. There is no difference between his image and yours. The features, etc., all of the bodies are different, but all the souls are alike. As are you souls, so is the Father. As are you souls, so is the Father, the Supreme Soul. You children know that the Father resides in the Supreme Abroad. We souls also reside in the Supreme Abroad. There is no other difference between the Father's souls and we souls. He is a point and we too are points. No one else has this knowledge. You are the only ones whom the Father tells. Others says to many things about the Father, that he is omnipresent, that he is in the pebbles and stones, etc. They all say, whatever enters their mind. According to the trauma plan, on the path of devotion, they forgot the name, form, land, and time of the Father. You also forgot these things. Souls forgot their Father. Children forgot the Father, and so what can they know? This means that they have become orphans. They don't even remember the land, Lord and Mother. They don't even know the part of the Lord and Mother. They even forgot themselves. You now know very well that you truly did forget everything. Previously, we were such deities, and we then become even worse than animals. The main thing is that we even forget ourselves as being souls. Now, who could make us realize this? No human souls, but we, that soul is all how he plays his whole part. We are all brothers. No one else has this knowledge. At this time, the whole world has become Tamoprada. They do not have any of this knowledge. You souls now have this knowledge, and your intellect understand that you had been defaming your father for so long. By defaming the father, you continue to distance yourself from him and continue to come down the ladder. According to the drama plan, the main thing is remember the father. The father does not give you any other difficulty. You children simply have the difficulty of remembering the father. Could the father ever give any difficulty to his children? That would not be the law. The father says, I do not give you any difficulty. When they ask questions, I tell them, why do you waste your time on those matters? Remember the father. I have only come to take you back home. This is why you children have to stay on the pilgrimage of remembrance and become pure. That's all. I alone am the purifier Father. The Father shows you this method. Wherever you go, remember the Father. The Father has also explained the secret of 84 births to you. You now have to check yourself to see, check to see to what extent you remember the Father. That's all. You must not think anything else. To remember the Father is most easy. When a child grows little, he automatically being to remember his parents. You too should realize that you souls are the children of the Father. Why do you have to remember him? Because the sins you have accumulated can only be absolved by having this remembrance. This is why it is remembered that you can attain liberation in life in a second. Liberation in life depends on how you study the study, and liberation depends on your remembrance. To the extent that you remember the Father and pay attention to your studies, accordingly, you will climb a high numbered states. You may continue to carry on with your business, etc. The Father does not forbid you to do that. Do and day and night you remember the business, etc. that you do. Do you not? So the Father now gives you this spiritual business to do. Consider yourself to be souls and remember me and remember the cycle of 84 births. Only by remembering me will you become Sato-Pradhan. You understand that your customs, you understand that your costumes are now old and that you are to receive new Sato-Pradhan costumes. You have to keep the essence of this knowledge in your intellects. By doing this, you will experience a lot of benefit. Out of the many subjects you have in school, out of many subjects you have in school, it is in English that you receive good marks because English is the main language because it used to be their kingdom previously. It is used more. Even now, the people of Bharat are in debit to them, debit to them. No matter how wealthy people are, they have it in their intellects that the heads of the government are in debit, debt, debt. This means that we people of Bharat are in debt. People would say, would they not, that they are in debt? You need to have this understanding. Since you are establishing a kingdom, you know that you are being liberated from all of those debts and become solvent. Then for half a cycle, you won't be in debt to anyone. The masters of the impure world are in debt. At present, you are in debt and also masters of this impure world. People sing the praise of Bharat. Our Bharat is like this. You children know that you used to be very wealthy. We were prince and princess. You remember that you were the masters of such a world. You have now become impure and totally in debt. The Father tells you the result of this game. What is the result? You children now remember how wealthy you were in the golden age. Who made you so wealthy? Children say, Baba, you made us so wealthy. Only the one Father can make you so wealthy. No one in the world knows these things. By speaking of thousands years, they have forgotten everything. They do not know anything. You now understand everything. We were multi-million times wealthy. We were very pure and happy. There were no lie or sin, etc. there. You had conquered the whole world. It is sung, Sibaba, no one else can give us what you give us. No one has strength to give happiness for half a cycle. The father says the path of devotion too. You had a lot of happiness and and abundance of wealth. You had so many jewels and diamonds, which then went into the hand of those who came after. You cannot even see those things anywhere now. You can see the difference. You were wealthy of, you were worthy of worship deities, and you then became worshippers. You were wealthy, worthy of worship souls, and then worshippers. The Father does not become a worshipper, but he does enter the world of worshippers. The Father is ever wealthy of worship. He never becomes a worshipper. His business is to make you worthy of worship from worshippers. And Ravan's business is to make you into worshippers. No one in the world knows this. You also forget this. The Father explained every day. It is in the Father's hands to make anyone wealthy or pure. The Father says those who are wealthy now definitely have to become poor. They will definitely become poor. Such are their parts. They would never be able to stay here. Wealthy people have a lot of arrogance of being such and such and of having this and that. In order to break their arrogance, Baba says, when they come to offer something to Baba, Baba would tell them that he has no need of it, and he has no need of it, and to keep it with them. He will ask for it when he needs it, because he sees that it is of no use. They have their own arrogance. So, whether to accept something or not is all in Baba's hands. What would the Father do with money? He does not need it. These buildings are being built for you children. You come here to meet Baba and you then have to go back. You cannot stay here all the time. Baba does not need money. Baba does not need money. He does not need arms or bombs, etc. You become the masters of the world. You are now on a battlefield. You do not, you do nothing but remember the Father. The Father has ordered you. Remember me, and you will receive this much power. This religion of yours gives a lot of happiness. The Father is the Almighty Authority. You belong to Him. Everything depends on your pilgrimage of remembrance. Here, you have to churn everything you hear. Just as cows eat grass and then chew and cut. Their mouths keep working. Baba also tells you children to think a lot about things of knowledge. What should we ask Baba? The father says, Manmana Baba. Through this, you will become Sadopradha. Your aim and objective is in front of you. You know that you have to become full of all virtues and 16 celestial degrees full. You should automatically feel this inside you. You should not defame anyone or perform any sinful acts. You should not perform any wrong acts. Deity are number one. They climbed a high status by making effort. It is remembered of the deities that they belong to the supreme deity religion of non-violence. To kill someone is violence. The Father explains to you. And so you children have to remain introverted and check yourselves to see what you have become. Do I remember Baba? For how long do I remember Baba? Your heart should be so attached to Baba that you never forget to remember him. The unlimited Father now says, you souls are my children. You are my eternal children. The remembrance of those lovers and beloveds is of physical beings. They have a vision of one another, and it is as though they are in front of one another, and then the vision disappear. It is as though they are front of one another. They eat, drink, and remember one another in that happiness. There is a lot of power in this. There is a lot of power in this. Remembrance of yours. You will continue to remember the one Father. You will then remember your fortune. You will then remember your future. You will have visions of destruction. As you progress further, you will frequently have visions of destruction. Then you will be able to tell others that destruction is to take place and to remember the Father. Baba renounced everything. Nothing should be remembered at the end. We are now going to our kingdom. You definitely have to go to the new world. You have to burn all your sins. You have to burn all your sins away with the power of yoga. A lot of effort is needed for this. You forget the Father again and again because these are very subtle things. The example of the snake and buzzing moth belong to this time. A buzzing moth performs wonders, but your wonders are greater than hers. Baba writes, continue to buzzing knowledge and they will eventually work up. Where else can they go? They will continue to come to you. They will be added to you. Your name will be glorified. There are very few of you at present. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Baptada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to you, spiritual children. The spiritual children say Namaste to spiritual. Essence for that. You have to churn the ocean of knowledge great deep. You have to continue to digest all that you have heard. You have to continue to digest all that you have heard. Be introspective and check whether your heart is attached to the Father to such an extent that you never forget him. Second, instead of wasting time asking questions, stay on the pilgrimage of remembrance and make yourself pure. Let there be no thoughts at the end. Nothing except remembrance of the Father. Practice this from now on. Practice this from now on. Blessing, may you become a great soul by transforming your attitude with your vow of determination. The main base for becoming great is purity. To observe the vow of purity in the form of promise means to become a great soul. Any vow of determination transforms one's attitude. To observe the vow of purity means to make your attitude elevated. To observe a vow means to observe the precautions in physical way and to have these thoughts firmly in your mind. When you made a vow to become pure, you made your attitude one of souls being brothers. You had the attitude of brotherhood. Brahmins with this attitude become great souls. Slogan: in order to stop wastage, put a button of determination on your lips. Om Shanti. Would you like to say anything? Now we have to finish. We will see everything another day.